barrel.
You know what, guys? You've all been super excited for Raincode, and we've been getting billions of views on every video, but at some point, enough's enough. You got to stop, like, harassing people over getting more of these videos.
We'll play it, okay? We're back
we will.
here. We're
like,
back
it's going to happen. We need to make money.
Solve this mystery. The nail man will be put down.
Yeah, I think mostly people are just excited because they want to make sure the Rain Man gets put to justice. We don't want any more killings to happen.
Man. I love.
Did I say Rain Man? Oh my!
You did say the Rain Man.
Well, the Rain Man's the final boss of Raincode.
Definitely said the Rain Man.
Yeah, and Yuma's secretly the Rain Man, as we've discussed in my corkboard theory. But the Nail Man needs to be put to justice first, and then the Rain Man.
Okay, and then we'll play Rayman, and we'll lose our limbs and have just floating.
Yeah, Rain Man's the sequel to Raincode, in case you didn't know.
Rain Man Legacy or whatever.
All right, and it's been a bit since we played, so let me figure out where our next stop is. Looks like it's the riverbank.
Must go to the riverbank.
Really?
We are unable to travel there by bus.
What about here?
So we're gonna have. So that means something's gonna happen in this district on our way there.
Yeah, I think
I've played video games before. I know what it means when you can't fast travel to your destination.
Yeah, based on my understanding, it's just like as soon as we arrive in the area, a cutscene's probably gonna happen.
Yeah. That means we're going to trigger something either on our way there or between zones.
Ugh. And you know what? I haven't thought of any new corkboard since the last time we played.
Oh no! Everybody loved your corkboard theory.
I know, it's great. I'll be thinking of more. We thought of something like some other new element last time, and I forgot what that was. Do you remember what that was? Because I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to need to make a new corkboard now.
I remember like our nails and strings being different links. Uh-oh. Okay. We're stepping
Are we ready for it? Do we want to see if there's any other memories to find?
I'm gonna level with you. I don't want to figure out.
We've done enough searching. We're gonna be diligent about it, but we're not gonna get everything.
I think we're pretty diligent looking around and like in the moment. Yeah. I don't think we have to worry about. And also it seems like the memory shards is going to be like kind of an annoying. Like you can get them after. It's just going to be like it may involve replaying a little bit of.
Which I can do off screen.
Yeah, I think that's okay. We don't have to divert too much.
Exactly.
It's about time.
Ah, Seth, you're great.
I love these silly guys.
You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes.
Oh, we didn't realize time was ticking down while we weren't playing.
Yeah, we were just during the intro of this, we were just wandering around for 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. The watchmaker
Yeah, he would have said 7 minutes if we hadn't been lollygagging.
Away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway.
You know, I think I was gonna say something about how like it doesn't seem fair for basically the cops to threaten their detective, but you know.
Yeah, detectives aren't part of the legal system here, I guess.
Yeah,
they're all private detectives, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait! Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
I'm here to save the day! And he starts
think it was this guy! Points at him.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
I'm Spartacus!
So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the Clocktower.
That was
What?
me!
No, that wasn't me. That was Cholera.
I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident.
Whoa! Alright, maybe this guy's more understanding than I thought.
If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action.
Okay. I guess we could do that.
But what if I gave you all the evidence I have and helped you solve the case?
For all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this.
Okay, let me think for like 5 minutes.
Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being.
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still.
I mean, could we lie?
Get my dad back from them.
Yeah, let's point the finger at someone and
You may be a trainee,
just get them sent to
but
jail.
you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job,
I'm pretty sure it was that creepy guy from the church.
It must have been. He probably doesn't have any friends.
He was present
so it's
at
fine if
every
he goes to
single
jail.
thing.
The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
All right, then we're gonna kill your friend here.
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
No, it's okay. What if I find the truth in like 1 second relative to your guys' time?
Deal is on.
Open up the Mystery Labyrinth or whatever. It seemed like time froze when we did that.
It did. That's what we're gonna do here.
This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Dawn, I warned.
We did bring strife. I'm not gonna deny that.
Cloud
Please,
Strife.
wait,
He was our
before you go.
+1 to this adventure.
Please listen to what
I hate him
You
in
didn't
my
realize
luggage.
you were signing up for a JRPG turn-based battle.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes.
It's okay. I can look back to the past by holding someone's hand.
For your lives.
Yeah. Have you held this girl's hand? She will show you the crime scene again. It's pretty
I'm not sure
cool.
if she's a girl, but you know, could just be like a non-binary thing that we're just afraid to admit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we weren't quite sure. My mistake.
All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
Because I didn't know about it before today.
That.
So the
Because
cause of
I
death
strangled
was kept
them.
under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
Because I found one clue. Okay. We got another key.
This was
Please,
not
let me
publicized
continue.
info. Here
I
is
will
your
catch
key.
The true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
You know what? We are
You
messing
can't
with
arrest
crime
me.
scenes.
I'm
so
a child.
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
Uh-oh. Okay, they're
Well,
gonna
this
get me.
doesn't
It's
seem
time
like-
to freeze time. Let's do it. Come on.
Shinigami, if there's any help you could do.
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
This is on you, Shinigami.
When you're in trouble, say my name.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can call her. We
Halara!
can summon her.
Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
Do it.
That's right.
Halara! Please help!
Yeah.
A nightmare!
All
love
the
shouting
peacekeepers
that
just
full
back
name.
off. Did he just say Halara, a nightmare? Get out of here.
Yeah. Kick them.
I love kicking cops, says Halara Nightmare.
They're not real cops, and even then, there's probably going to be a sizable amount of people who would be okay with that.
Laura, you came for me.
Yeah, as I said I would.
For
In,
precisely $1 billion.
Against the amateur
Didn't realize we were playing the 4Kids version. She's holding a sucker. Normally it's a cigarette.
but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Sav, are you all right?
Do you think we are?
Just using a
The
megaphone right in their
megaphone bit.
face.
The megaphone bit is really good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to Yuma.
That's right, I'm the leader, which means I can tell you all what
I'm
to do.
the main character.
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective.
Enter
Okay.
in the labyrinth that we both know you have access to.
Oh, here it is. Everyone that could be a culprit.
Yeah. All right. Point one of these is our killer.
I don't know.
I think I think I'm leaning nun. I think the nun is our actual killer. Just put my line in the
That's what you
sand
mean about
now.
Setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. Do I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this?
I don't know.
Really sure?
Totally
There's no
sure.
room to mess up
It
here,
better not actually
you know?
make me pick from among them right now. I don't think it would, but
Yeah. If the game is like we've given you all the pieces. Here you go. I'd
It's
be
not
pretty
like I can
surprised.
just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Laura seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
She
Because
wanted me to
Halara
be the
knows
main
the
character.
answer, and
Yeah.
we could stop a murder from happening. They worked so hard to make me the one who solved
They
it.
made
That
this
would-
like all perfectly timed. Like they came in with a roundhouse kick right when I needed it, and they
I
said
may be a
the
detective,
stage
but
is all
I'm
set
also
for
an
you
idiot.
in this really cool way. And it's like, man, all that theatric stuff is just really gonna go to waste.
It would just be a waste of energy at that point, and I would feel so guilty.
Why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the Mystery Labyrinth?
All right, here we go.
Peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate.
Maybe we should go to that magic realm that tells you all of the answers and freezes time. This just, I don't know why, but this just seems like a good opportunity for that.
Where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation.
Yeah.
All that's left is to solve the case with the Mystery Labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay.
Oh yeah, Yuma doesn't want to kill people, I guess.
When I read the soul of the true culprit, the Mystery Labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But
Well,
as a price, the source
but it-
that created the Mystery
It
Labyrinth
does stop
also
the killings,
perishes.
though, and that's pretty good.
That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like we're, you know, look, not to say that vigilanteism and whatever is a good idea, but, hey, you know, we're probably stopping more killings by killing this one person.
Yeah. And we're not killing them directly. It's not our fault.
Yeah, a ghost is doing it. You can't acquit it. You can't arrest a ghost.
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
I hit them so they would be knocked out for exactly 3 minutes. I have that precision about me.
Well, if they don't wake up any sooner, they're just gonna have enough brain damage that it's really... They're gonna die anyway.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Yep. Either she's gonna kill people or we are, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Holler, you apparently know all the answers, so you are just doing this
Well, Master,
to
are you
basically to mess with us.
prepared?
Hooray!
And now our ghost gets to become a hot girl again.
Yeah, we can finally use her for the thumbnail again.
Babe alert! We got a hottie in the building, fellas. Hey.
I like the crown. The crown's a good touch.
That's how you know she's in charge.
Yeah.
What?
Repairman man in the corner. I like her ghost form better. See him crossing his arms.
Pouting. Hey, well, only one of them got turned into a marketable plush. And,
Yeah.
so I think you came off better, Repairman Man.
There's ultimately more merch for your vision.
Has time...
Wait, does Hilaria get to come
Oh, what?
along?
Hollera's a real detective. She can also see it.
What happened? Is this someone's forte?
I guess it's mine.
It's my secret fort. Hey.
Wait,
So,
can she see your sexy ghost friend?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street.
Is that why we had to kill off all the other detectives last time to like save this reveal? 4 people died to make sure we didn't learn this fact too early.
Because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
I hope they get to come with us through the maze. That'd be fun.
Are you?
This'll take too
Ooh,
long
thanks
to
Shiraz Saeed for the
explain,
sub
so don't
with the
feel
note
like it.
Sailor Moon Death Note. This is kind of a mix of those things, I guess.
Yeah. Nice. We've got friends in the labyrinth now.
All right, not a lonely labyrinth. Now they're gonna. I still don't know if I really noticed if Helera could see Shinigami in this state.
Yeah, didn't seem to really react at the very least,
Alright.
but that's just kind of Hilara's MO.
Yeah, I feel like Clara kind of keeps it close to the chest. Does not reveal what they know too directly.
Which is good for a detective, probably. I don't know. Ooh. Elephantas.
The nail man was an elephant, of course. They never forget.
Ooh. And we finally got our nice and wispy cloak back.
Yeah, our cool magic cloak.
Where am I?
Oh, you know, just
the Mystery Labyrinth? What is this? Your first day being a detective? Like, Eva acts like this is just like standard.
Yeah, this is the time to be the one who knows everything.
Yeah. I don't know, for 1,000, what's the money in this
Yeah, give
game?
me 10,000 credits. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Xi'an, I think it is.
Yeah.
Give me 10,000
It'll be a million
Xi'an.
Xi'an for me to answer what this place is.
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
Although we also had the thing where if we explained our deal with Shinigami, we'd like die or something, right? Like, or there was some reason why we were like we weren't allowed to tell people Shinigami existed.
Maybe we're not allowed to tell people about Shinigami, but we are allowed to tell them about the labyrinth.
Okay, these are unrelated events.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves. And the truth is
Yeah, so we're just talking about what the Mystery Labyrinth is in basic terms.
I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's
Don't
pretty
sell yourself
cool.
short. You peek into the past.
Yeah, but ours is better. We get to generate a whole
refuse to
like
think
fun.
you just
Like,
betrayed
We
me.
generate a castle full of mini games that could potentially lead us to the wrong solution.
yeah, but only because we're missing a clue.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Okay, is this when
Before you
Shinigami's gonna step in and be like, "You're not allowed to
Tell
tell"?
me, who is that woman beside?
Aha, they can't see her. Okay.
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
Also a god of death and a constant companion. So if you see me talking to nobody, that's who it was.
Okay, so maybe he can tell people who have access to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Yeah,
On
they're
to
yeah.
my next
Now they're roped into the deal, and now they
Yeah.
can't tell anyone about the Mystery Labyrinth.
Gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman.
Oh.
Do they lose their memories when they enter the labyrinth?
Hold on, is this ready for the corkboard? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
If we're in the middle of solving a mystery, anyone else who was with us, who wasn't summoning the Mystery Labyrinth, gets amnesia for the case? It sounds a bit like what might have happened to Yuma. Yuma was solving the super ultimate grand worldly mystery, and someone else made a labyrinth for it to solve it, and now Yuma's
like
got
this.
amnesia of it. I don't know.
I'm seeing the connective tissue
There was
here.
a young boy who wanted to hire a detective, and you
So
turned him down.
so what you're saying is like, you know, all of these mysteries we're gonna be solving for this game are like spokes in the Kanai Ward big secret wheel, and because we're now in this mystery labyrinth that is Kanai Ward, we have forgotten everything about that mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's an actual physical mystery labyrinth, but at the very least, it's being affected by one.
But that was also like kind of our theory, right? Was that like Kanai Ward might be its own like kind of like weird like pocket thing that isn't quite reality.
Yeah, like one theory I had is that it actually is a mystery labyrinth. The other is that the rain is the effects of an existing mystery labyrinth that's breaking into reality.
But yeah, I think
do
this
remember you
this
received
limited
requests from a
amnesia
child
connection
about
does seem
some
like a good
case,
angle for
and you ended
the
up
old
seeking
cork
my
board.
help.
This is also very convenient because Halara was pretty clearly knew who it was.
Yeah,
The
so
cost
they
for
can't now
hiring
just
me
be
was
like, hey, here's the answer.
500,800 yen.
You'll remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
We did hold hands a
My
couple
mind is
times.
I don't remember.
You at least remember
exactly
that,
what was
right?
Investigated or what
That's
was
so
discovered.
important.
Could
It was
that
kind of a
be-
life-changing moment for me.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth.
I think anytime
So,
anything happens that we
usually
can't exactly
don't
explain, Shinigami can just pop in and say, "Yeah, it's the Mystery Labyrinth," and we're just gonna have to go.
Yeah, it's
"Oh,
called lore,
okay."
idiot.
Their memories
Sure.
of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected.
But don't worry, I can say all this because you're not gonna remember it when you leave.
But
Like I bet that's gonna be the
part of
other,
pact can't
the
be
other
shared.
shoe that's gonna fall is when we leave the Mystery Labyrinth. Hallara is not going to remember being here or anything about this.
That's
This
possible.
was the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism then.
Yep, they might just be here just to make the Mystery Labyrinth more fun for us.
Yeah, this is a mechanical decision to be like, look, just having Shinigami and Yuma go back and forth in these Mystery Labyrinths. We want to make these kind of big and complicated. You're gonna need a cohort in here.
Yep.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Hallara here sure is smart.
Halara. Oh, don't mind her. She
How
can
are you able to like
randomly
distinguish
use-
between those vowels? I don't know.
Hallara and Halara. Yeah, that could just be a
Yeah,
simple
they could just be
mispronunciation.
kind of like getting
In
a
Japanese,
bit lazy
it
with
might
it.
be a bit more clear.
Yeah, that's true.
It might be one.
It
of
also
those
might be a
things.
different
My
pun.
memories of
Yeah.
the case have been taken away. I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
I mean, your deductive abilities aren't gone though, and it seems like you were able to solve that mystery at a glance.
Yeah, as soon
so
as you
coming
see all
through
the
here, you
evidence
should-
again, as soon as you check
Yeah,
out my
that-
key
I've-
ring.
will
Yeah, I
act
have
as
to
your
assume that
assistant.
that's going to put things back
Well,
together for you because you're
that's
just
the
so dang
same as
smart,
our
Nightmare.
Original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. And that's
Unless we
unfortunate.
bring a rocket
Still
launcher
must
next
have
time.
an-
We'll have to play this video game.
Hey, Master.
Dang.
Before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Let's do it.
Huh?
You know that thing that we can only do when I'm
The thing
in
where you throw out
this
keys, or the thing
form?
where we dance and I pull out a sword from your mouth?
Why not both?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I gotta say this every time.
I am.
I don't want to give my life every time.
Do I have to give my life for every truth?
Guess so.
Let's pull out her sword.
God. I mean, I said it before, but I'll always appreciate like the weird eccentricities of this.
Yeah, if you weren't here for the last Mystery Labyrinth, you're in for a treat. This game gets weird if you weren't ready for it.
In the best of ways. Yeah, and Halara's watching all this, so
Yeah. Don't worry about this, Hallara.
This world is just full of surprises. I assume that
Do
sword
you
is
want
used
one?
to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
yeah, I kinda just cut untruths as they come across my path.
Wait till you see the barrel.
It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Oh yeah, this too.
Oh, I thought Shinigami was like just doing that throughout the case, but
Well, remember, she still has to do the vomit thing.
Yeah.
We have to
That was a lot.
make the keys in the labyrinth.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
yes, Halara, Jesus.
Should I use a different hole instead?
Please, don't mind her.
Alright.
You'll blow her nose, Chad. Don't. What?
Yeah, what are you thinking? Out from out of her left ear.
Yeah.
Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who prayed.
I always just cut off a word sometimes. I guess I
Hey,
could
you
just
know-
do the auto feature, but there's like this, half second
There's always
gap.
like a little. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's always like a little bit more delay than what you would want for like it sounding like a natural conversation.
Yeah.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'll probably just die. It's fine.
We'd be
Yeah,
lost.
we're stuck in here
Wandering
forever.
around here forever.
Yep.
But as long as we reach
So,
the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
By the way, Yuma basically volunteered your life, Halara, by saying he was ready to give his life for the truth, and now you're here.
Yeah.
So if we get lost, you're just stuck in here forever.
Shinigami
with
was
us.
actually just was whispering, "Are you willing to give your friends life for the truth?"
Yeah. Are you willing to sacrifice anyone you bring here for the
There's a
truth?
time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Okay, so I don't know if this is like a Danganronpa staple type thing. Is there a chance that Shinigami, our like sidekick spirit guide here, is evil? Like, could this be a thing where we are being played and we are being tricked?
I feel like that's the kind of thing that Danganronpa precedents wouldn't necessarily decide. This game is just different enough that I could honestly believe any major changes like that.
What?
Talking about this now, like, has suddenly got me on the wheel of like, what if this is like a Shinigami's ploy, and like anytime we're bringing people to this mystery labyrinth is like some sort of like soul deal we don't realize we're roping them into kind of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely could be. I will say the equivalent of this kind of character from Danganronpa is just very different. Has a very different role.
Okay.
So.
Because yeah, I know Danganronpa has like that bear character or whatever.
Yep.
Your soul will wander until
but
it's eventually absorbed
Considering
by
it
the
seems
mystery
like they're in
labyrinth.
multiple games, I'm assuming the
Vanish and
first game
hide.
doesn't end with them going, and I've been the bad guy
Yeah.
all along. So
Ooh, so our soul will wander until it's absorbed by the mystery labyrinth. Do we become a Q if that happens?
ooh.
Those little pink
Maybe.
creatures.
In other words, you die.
Oh, that's not as cool as becoming a Q.
By the way, Halara, Shinigami is a death god, so
Yeah.
she's really into like death and dying and corpses.
I mean, I guess
She
you
thinks
could probably
stuff's
get that
cool.
from her name, but you know, just in case you weren't aware.
Just understand that we just accept this about her.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's fun and quirky if you think about it, really.
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway.
That's true.
Isn't that
Almost
right,
everyone's bound to
Halara?
die if you think about it.
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
I mean, in reality, maybe not, but in this game, I guess that's true.
I'm just a detective who snaps pics of people cheating on their wives.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a
yeah,
private
but
investigator.
in
I don't
Kanai
think my
Ward,
life's
yeah,
on the line.
I would understand why everyone says detectives put their lives on the line.
Yeah, this seems like a dangerous place to be solving mysteries. It seems like the local law enforcement is actively against your assistance.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
A cool loading screen has completed. You've walked far enough into the labyrinth.
Ooh,
Ooh.
this is fun.
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
like that
assume
forest in
solving all 4
Nightmare
will
Before
allow us to
Christmas. If we
progress.
walk through the dolls, we'll go to different holidays.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
That'd be pretty cool.
The numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
But what if we went in
So,
numerical
yeah, but what if we went to
order?
what if we went to number 1 and solved
what
this
if we
case
went to 2?
sequentially?
Or what do you
What
have
if
to
we
say,
just
Laura?
randomly pick?
First off,
Do you want to check the scene at the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready. Okay.
All right, I
so.
guess the game's really saying Clock Tower is where we're going.
Yeah, but Shinigami. Clock tower crime scene. It's the 4th locked room. Let's hurry, Master. Okay. Let's just do that.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Oh,
Yes,
I don't
creepy
like that
doll.
The dolls are moving and talking. I didn't notice that. Oh, shiver me timbers!
Let's do it. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh.
I remember this room. It was the Clock Tower, just as we
This
supposed.
is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with
The
your
devs put a
powers,
lot of time
did
figuring
you?
out these like murder rooms, so we are going to have you visit them
I can only
often.
do that when I hit
Go
you so
ahead,
hard
you
in
gotta
the head,
understand.
You almost died. It looks
That's
to
true.
me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
the 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the
These
Neon
clues will be the
films.
freshest in this corp.
What
The
are the
right,
details
this
of the
corpse.
case?
the
These will be the
rightness.
most
Try to
interesting
tell me
because
as
I was
concisely as
involved.
possible.
Yeah.
Crime was
Now it's a
locked room
reference to things
murder
I understand
inside
and
the
know, so
storage
it's
room of
cool.
the clock
Yeah.
tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that.
Yeah. There were also
Yep.
lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It
Dolls on
looked
the walls.
just like one of those bizarre
Dolls
crime
on the wall,
scenes
ba-banga, bang,
left
ba-ba-da-ba.
behind by that nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window.
But we saw
and
the
it
window,
shutters
the
were down
auto
as
closing
well.
window.
Yep, this is kind of a review here, but
Yeah.
I
Shutters
remember
were locked,
everything.
too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room.
This feels a lot higher than a 3rd floor to me, but I guess
This
maybe it
is a
is.
locked room. Aren't we
I
stepping
mean, these
in
could be like
too?
tall rooms, you know.
Yeah, I guess the ceiling is pretty high up.
You're trapped unless you solve this mystery.
Ooh, okay.
Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out. You better hurry.
Hey!
And Halara doesn't even blink. I assume at least.
All right.
Yep.
That's how I make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Nothing surprises me. I'm cool
Spot
as a cucumber.
selection. Okay. Where did
Where
the
did they
culprit
flee
flee
from?
from? And where did the culprit flee from? What?
The window, I assume?
Where did the culprit flee from? That's all.
I don't think
it
they
says
went
all
out
over.
the door.
Okay, so I just need to answer this. So if they, yeah, they didn't go out the door, so it must have been the window, and we were thinking like how they could rappel down. So
Yeah. It's a brain blast!
it must be here.
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely
maybe
the
it's really
culprit
slow
escaped
drying
through the
rain.
window
Ooh.
And closed the shutters on the way
Special
out.
kind of rain that takes a long time to
Is it
dry, of
possible to
course.
close
And
the
never
shutters
stops
from the
raining,
outside?
like in God Ward!
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locked. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside.
Yep.
Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right.
Let's do it.
Try it.
Let's kill someone and then leave.
But it's too high to go.
Ah! Ugh, he's got such big hair.
The Nailman killings have already been
Oh,
solved.
it's our peacekeeper guy. I was like,
It's Mr. Seth. Ah, he's
Wait.
his hair is huge. It's awesome.
okay, so this is already like, are we establishing a precedent here? Last time it was, what was his name, Zilch, that like, well, no, we also fought a ghost version of the cop. Never
Yeah,
mind.
what was
Okay.
his name?
I remember really liking his name too.
Bill
The dude who had
Moneybucks.
Yeah, the guy who had the gold,
Hold on.
the gold grill. Yeah, something Swank or Swank something.
Oh
Thank you,
yeah,
repairman.
Swank Castanel. Was that
Yeah,
it?
something along those
Yeah, we'll
lines.
just go with that.
We probably have a character
But yeah,
profile
the
on
the cop
somewhere.
is just gonna be our first obstacle.
Okay, because yeah, I was saying like thinking like, is this just immediately telling us that Seth is the killer?
Yeah.
But
It's a mystery phantom. The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to
But yeah,
stop
we
us.
already are aware that he is clearly trying to cover something up with how he's
The
acting.
culprit really
Yep.
escaped from here, this high up.
Ooh.
If you fall, you
Does it
die.
have like a big rainbow skirt?
Why don't you give it a try?
It's kind of like the megaphone of fashion.
Ah!
If only I had nails to use to climb.
Hey, don't drag me down with you.
Sorry, that's exactly what we're doing.
Laura, it would be downright unmannerly.
Okay, here we go.
Game over.
Yeah, it's a game. We got
Wrong
the
decision.
Ooh, new game. Okay. Press the correct button when you think you have a correct answer to the questions the mystery phantom throws at you. Okay. I need to remember where the button placement is because I was playing a Switch at some point, and those are always the exact opposite of the Xbox buttons. Okay. Attacks are gonna keep coming, but be careful. You'll take damage if you avoid all assailing. Wait. If you avoid all assailing assaults. What?
Do you have to get hit by some?
This button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions, Mr.
Okay, so maybe you have to like lean into the thing.
So I can avoid things or I can answer things. Is that it?
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe it's like you can just dodge a question, but you have to eventually answer something.
All right, let's just try it out.
Yeah, we'll learn by experience. Learn on the job.
Yuma, the Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So
This is only 3 floors up, by the way.
So yeah, it might have been a bit taller than what you previously said. Yeah.
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
Tool.
You should have found
I hadn't thought
something
about
during the
that.
Investigation. I was helping you, after all.
And I'm perfect, so
There's
you know
no
I was
way
right.
I would miss something like that.
Yeah.
Try to remember.
Okay, it's not a skirt. It's like a thing attached to their hands and flowing around their back.
Like a cape.
Kinda, yeah.
The culprit used to escape from the high location.
Oh, okay. Oop.
Oh,
I don't even know what happened there.
you pressed the wrong button?
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. What did the culprit use to escape from the high location?
Must be it.
I didn't have a chance to read it.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't even read what that said.
That's it. We
But
found the
when I
clues
tried to
leading
like
that
read
room
it, and
that's
it was just it went by so quick that it didn't it just said I did wrong. Yeah, we found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. That's
Yes.
true.
The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
Or is that true? Yeah, they used a rope, like, didn't they? What traces did using the rope leave behind? Okay, we know that one. Is it on the
Yeah,
nails?
the
Wet
no.
floor? No. Shutter structure?
No.
Dodge it.
Oh, this is
Do you
weird.
have to? Is there another button you got to do to dodge or something?
I mean, I'm
Or-
using the control stick to try to dodge. I hope that's what I'm supposed to do. Wet floor? That's no.
I can't dodge it.
Okay, do I just hit it?
Wait, is it doing that because that is the answer?
No, I thought I dodged the first time. The first time it said wet floor. This is confusing. I don't get it. All right, I'm just gonna.
I can't dodge it.
I pressed X. Okay, now I'm getting genuinely confused.
We didn't understand the instructions.
All right, Grant, you try to reach out and see what I'm doing wrong, and I'll just do my best to.
Last message in chat is this is a really tall building.
Okay, that's important to know.
Let me see if that helps you.
So if I acknowledge this is a tall building,
No, I can't.
Repairman
Okay.
Man says they were drunk the last time they did this. They don't remember. Maybe you
okay, I
don't
tried
hit
pressing X
until
right
it's-
away. It didn't work. So now I'm just gonna
People
try
are
to
saying-
dodge.
People are saying press nothing. See what happens?
Oh, is that what I do? Okay, let me try that again then.
Like maybe pressing nothing avoids it.
Oh.
No, I
There you
can't
go.
dodge it.
Okay, okay,
So
I'm
we
getting it
don't-
now.
So we don't. Okay. We're working too hard.
I was doing too good at my job.
Okay, so that's what they mean
Of
by
playing
you
the
can't
game.
avoid it forever. Like you can't just press nothing and this will automatically resolve. You will have to. There we go. That.
There we go. Okay, I'm understanding it now.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window.
Man, they
has
really
a
need to have better
rope.
tutorials for these.
Maybe.
Like, some what kind of video tutorial? I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
It'd be
yeah,
nice.
something like that.
The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the
Especially
window.
considering it felt like they were really hand-holdy in the first one. Feels like they could have had a little bit more of a middle ground on this one.
Possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it.
Or unless you had a really
There's
cool
no
ladder rope.
amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
The big megaphone.
His loud thoughts are gonna be even louder.
Even God could hear that megaphone.
I can't hear you.
It's the O megaphone.
So the originally it was part of the ladder. Yeah, the rope ladder.
Rope ladder. Oh, no, I pressed the analog stick and It counted that as a
That's
wrong
weird
answer.
that counts as you trying to answer. I don't like that.
On a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had
Like, I feel like
special
you
training
pressing the
for
control
it.
stick should not be like,
There's
oh,
no
you think the
match who
answer
could
is
manage it.
the stick drifting to the left? Incorrect! Like,
Yeah. That's not one of the options,
In that
bucko.
case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been.
What's that? I can't hear you.
All right, here we go. Once again.
just put the controller down until you see the
don't
button
touch
prompts.
anything,
Right
Ben.
with you. In spirit, anyway.
It was a ladder!
Ah!
You're being zapped by the giant megaphone! Or you were zapping the giant megaphone.
The visuals for this are so funny.
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Hooray!
It was a
Yuma,
rope
are you okay?
ladder.
Yeah, thanks. You saved
I
me.
finally learned to not press buttons, Solara.
Oh no, now we're holding hands and I can see everything.
Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Hey, I'm allowed to stare at someone I held hands with.
Yeah,
So this
that's
is
my
the rope
God-given
ladder
right.
option. It certainly would help you escape.
Okay.
Yeah, but this
The
still leaves a
details of
question
the
about the
case are
shutters
still
not closing
unclear
and
to me.
locking the ladder in
Was
place,
this found
right?
in the church's incinerator?
Well, if we closed it on the ropes and then just pulled the ropes out, would that... I'm not sure.
Because with the way they have it set up right now in this scenario, I still don't think this is.
Oh, but
like,
they took
this is-
apart the ladder, right? Because one of the rungs,
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
side parts
the
of it.
Yeah, the
was
one
gone.
rope of it was gone, but I
So
don't
if
think
they
there
took
was
it
anything-
apart, then they could just like, at the top, they would just unfurl from each other.
maybe.
Yeah. It's
There
hard
might
to
be more
describe
sense
with
to this than
words,
I'm
but
just
that's what
saying.
I
Yeah.
think I understand how it
Makes
worked.
sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends
Uh-huh.
can be
Ah.
and that's how they made a rope ladder.
Okay.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope
Yep.
and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't
Yeah.
the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit
Okay,
could
so
have
that-
cut
this
it
is my
one rung
question.
at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom,
Uh-huh.
it would have been one long single rope, which they could
Yeah.
easily pull down.
Okay.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar
Ooh, I like
deduction.
Megalodon's
Major
idea. They
props.
had a knife dick. As
Yeah,
they
that
were-
way you just have to
As they were descending, they
you slide
they
down
cut.
like in the Bloodborne ladders, and
Talk about having a cut penis, huh?
To me for training you.
uh-oh. Yeah, you notice the cues have a question mark shaped hairstyle like Yuma.
Used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Guess who
Well, okay,
actually
if you say
has
so.
a knife dick?
We've confirmed.
Don't kill the mystery fans and blocking your path.
Yeah.
All right. Fight time.
All right.
Do you remember how this works?
Yep, this is the meat and potatoes of the game. Reasoning deathmatch.
Dang, I'm hungry and meat and potatoes sounds good. It's a generic meat, could mean anything. It's already enough to make me hungry.
It's clear who the culprit is.
It is. Or maybe it's
The
not, I don't
watchmaker
know.
was nearby at the time of the crime.
Whoa, what's that one?
The watch is nearby at the time of the crime, was he?
Also at the scene.
Oop. Nope.
And he had a hammer for the nails.
Did he have it? Okay, I
In
guess he
other
did.
words, he committed the crime.
Okay.
He because he's a repairman, so he just has a hammer.
Just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Did he
And
not?
escaped via the
I need to
rope
think.
ladder.
He escaped with the rope ladder. I'm just trying to think what the right answer is there.
For now,
Okay, I'm sure the watchmaker
Yeah,
was
he-
close by to the crime
he
took
was
place, which would make him the prime suspect. You really think he did? It seems kind of unlikely. Okay, now I'm going to check up my keys. Let's see what we got. According to the watchmaker's son, his father is afraid of heights. Okay.
Ah, okay. That will probably be important.
So, okay, let me just make sure there's nothing else here. So the door key, clock tower was locked. Okay. I think afraid of heights is probably our best bet there.
Yeah, afraid of heights feels like the thing we're gonna have to bring up.
Yours are unnecessary.
Okay.
It's clear who the culprit is.
It's not.
The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
He could have been.
I
The
believe that is
watchmaker
true.
was also at the scene.
Maybe not.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other
Whoa.
words, he committed the
assist.
crime.
I wanted to see if what the shields did.
The crime.
Yeah, yeah.
Just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope.
Okay, here we
rope
go.
ladder. He would not have done that.
Hi. Wait. Hiya. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I guess just using Halara gives us little shields
A
so that we don't
shield.
have to worry about getting hit.
afraid of heights.
Okay.
He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed
He's
the
been
crime.
acting like he has a fear of heights his whole life just to cover up this eventual murder.
Yeah, that's not real definitive evidence, but I guess in a mystery labyrinth,
Yeah.
it's enough.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like a killer would overcome some fears to escape their crime scene. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I think I'm made of tougher stuff than the clockmaker.
It's enough to reasonably deduce that it wouldn't be.
You said these mystery.
It
That
would
is
not be
not a
the
likely
escape route I would
possibility.
plan on.
Yeah.
But
Which
I feel like
means the
escape routes are
peacekeeper
often a
Seth is
last
trying to
ditch.
do
I
just
have no
that.
other choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's clear the peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Yep. Seems like they're trying to cover something up again.
Ward's ultimate secret.
Ooh.
All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
Well,
I
that's
feel like this
Halara.
game has a pretty heavy-handed approach to its keepers of the peace. I think we needed to show some good peacekeepers to make this be a little more evenly balanced.
By the way, Yuma, about your
Starting to
sword.
sense an agenda here in
Does
this
it only
game.
work on cues and mystery phantoms?
Oh yeah, let's figure out the lore of this sword.
Solution blade works against anything in the Mystery Labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
Ooh, what if I did that though?
That's gonna happen eventually.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Halara.
You don't need to be mean about it.
You can't use the solution blade.
Shinigami's jealous.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I mean, maybe the kid, but that's pretty weird, right?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found
You
inside
hate the
the
church!
incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other
Ah.
words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church.
Still,
Prompt and logical.
my write-in vote is the nun. I think she's guilty. I ain't trusted that nun since we done seen her.
How did the nun hurt her arm? Because if we can find some connection there, which I haven't yet, then
You
it would make
tooting the
sense.
horn.
She hurt her arm climbing down the rope ladder.
Ooh, this place
Ooh,
looks
rope
cool.
burn, actually.
Ooh. Wait, what's in this picture? Okay, that's the clock tower scene.
Oh.
That's just
Like
Anubis.
it's a
Don't worry
bento
about
box
him.
of some kind.
That looks like, oh, that's the underground.
That's I
club.
forgot about that one. The second one, I think.
Yeah.
Or was that the
Clocktower.
first one? That might have been the chronological first one.
Oh, that's pretty cool then. Hello, Shinigami.
You know,
I wonder what lies ahead. Always a chest at the end of the labyrinth. I'm sure I'll find some treasure.
Typical.
Okay.
Grant immediately assumes the woman is guilty. Well, it's more just the gaggle of characters we have available.
She's the
Now,
coolest one.
Not to say that I wouldn't immediately assume the woman in every situation. I'm just saying it really fits this time.
Yeah,
I'm
this
saying my
time it's
instincts are
true.
coming in handy. Yeah. Look, guys, I know I always think it's the woman, but this time for real.
Treasure chest. Check it out. A new solution key.
Yay! Person with access to incinerator. Okay. Well, that kind of rules out the kid, though, I
Okay,
guess.
yeah. So that rules out the guy who feels like the red herring to me, the dude who's been at every murder scene or whatever.
back to the original spot.
So we cleared the first route. We
Unless
just
he's
need to
like,
keep
I'm
this
buddies
up
with the
then to go
friar,
through
and he
each
lets me
shrine
use
one
the
by one
incinerator
to
once in a
gather
while.
clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the
No
real-life
questions
case.
asked.
I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
Who's master?
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sulking?
Leave me out of this.
You're the
I'm
jealous
done.
one, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, he's pouting.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so
Oh,
why
okay.
not start with the one you're most confident with.
Let's see.
We can choose whichever we want then.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. 3 is
Oh, which one was
the
this?
third
Just
locked
the
room.
third. Okay.
Do you remember the order?
So we had. I'm closing my eyes so I don't look at the screen. We had like there's like the underground, like the speakeasy place looking thing that
Yep.
just had the billiards and the bar kind of set up. We had the mansion house
Yep.
place that had like the projector on the wall that didn't seem like it did anything, so I'm betting that'll be something. And I think that's also where we pieced together because there was the like vent window that no one could fit through, so we were like, they must have used strings to manipulate stuff, was our thought.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that one. I don't know
Strings
what
to
number
manipulate
that
stuff.
would
That
be.
was the mansion. And that's the
Yeah.
one I'm most confident about, and that's what Shinigami
Yeah,
said to
so-
go with.
Okay, so
Second
then yeah.
locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that
Yep.
mansion.
Okay.
The
Okay.
corpse was inside the study.
I'm trying to remember. Was the
Mary's
last
key
one
was
at the
found underneath the corpse.
museum?
Yes.
If
The
you
art
can care
museum.
for it, then let's solve this
I don't
thing.
even remember what that crime scene looked like. I remember the others.
There's a spilled
lot
paint
more
bucket.
clearly.
There was a painting that was.
Oh,
that
that's
was moved.
right. I think I'm combining the museum and the mansion in my mind. I think in
Ah.
my head I'm
Are you
mixing
going to the
some
second
details from
locker?
both.
Yes, I am, creepy doll.
At least look at me if you're gonna talk to me, doll.
With realistic human eyes, please.
Like realistic blood eyes.
All
No
right.
dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
Let's
I'll
do
try.
it.
You sound too happy about that, Shinigami.
Where did the culprit flee
The door
from?
was locked when the corpse was found, and the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is to. So how?
So
They
how?
were never in here.
Spot
I don't know if that's gonna
selection.
I don't know if that's gonna be an option we can have, but
Here.
I don't think they were here.
Front door.
This
They
has to
simply
be the
walked
spot.
out.
To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right?
Yeah.
Locking it from outside in the hallway.
I can't wait for us to have imagined a way more complicated thing when it's like, well, no, if you press the projector button twice, it opens a secret door back here.
Yeah.
Try it. Everything.
Nah, but this is a mystery game. It has to be complicated. Which makes me sure I'm right.
Oh yeah, it's the reveal that this isn't even the key to the door. This is a
After
totally
committing the
unrelated
crime,
key.
The culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand?
I feel like we have a lot of cutscene here for the wrong answer, so I'm going to assume we're on the right track.
I know I'm right. Oh, come on, man. I'm confident in my deduction.
I still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
No, let's not.
Huh?
Looks like we're locked.
Like I
out.
said, this isn't the key.
Ooh. Oh, it turns out the hallway was mystery tiles.
You'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
You picked
Calm down.
incorrectly.
You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
No.
Yes, I'll
I mean,
try.
yes.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Throw it!
Because of the culprit, taken home, thrown in.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they manage to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
I mean, throwing the key right under the corpse.
Yeah, you
would be,
can't
like,
throw it under the
impossible.
corpse, but... Well, I guess you could throw it where under the corpse would be.
Yeah.
And the strings thing is what I'm thinking.
But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's
Yep.
more to
Okay.
it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
They'd need some sort of
I see.
apparatus to manipulate
So
things in the
this is
room.
the
Some
final
sort of
key for this locked
string
room.
connecting it all.
I'm beginning.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
I have too,
You haven't?
Yuma.
Playing hard
Yeah,
to get
come
and
on,
tell
Yuma.
us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You
Sorry,
really
I only
are a
deal in
devil.
souls.
Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside.
Yeah?
But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key?
Okay, so hear me out. There were nails dangling from the ceiling, and when he bent over to pick up the key, going, what's this? They fell and perfectly murdered him.
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Maybe with a rope.
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries.
That's true. So, we just
A
need to
mystery
solve the mystery.
within a mystery.
Let's do it. Ah!
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
Yeah, come on,
If you
Yuma.
look at the evidence.
What is this,
you'll
your
understand
first
what
mystery?
The culprit used to pull this off.
The first mystery where all your friends didn't die?
Cool.
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest
I don't want
yourself
to
if you
actually
wish to be a
solve
true
this
detective.
for you. I am not concerned
Got
about
it.
quickly solving the
Got
case.
it.
This is more about
You
making
just
sure
want the
you're
mystery
capable of
solved
solving
for
cases
you,
in the
huh?
future.
I
Teach
can
a man
tell.
to fish,
So,
Yuma.
I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Yeah, I'm pretty ready.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, master.
Barrel time!
Barrel time.
Of course.
Chad, I know you thought the barrel wasn't coming, but here it is. Who wants to see her in a bikini?
Who wants to see her in a barrel?
Okay, that's
got
right.
me
This is like
puzzled.
we have to fill the word blank.
Together.
Used a string?
String.
Yep.
Yeah, all the letters are here.
T R. That's an L. Come on, come on, come on, give it to me, give it to me.
That's right.
I N G.
Shrine! It's a shrine!
They strined their eyes really hard and used laser beams. Woo! That's my favorite part.
Her eye lasers are pretty good.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You can't use strings to move bodies!
Tiny string could move.
You think a string can be useful
What is it,
for
made
things?
of spider silk? Capable of pulling a truck?
Man, that rude and gloomy guy.
That deduction is wrong.
Strings don't have that much tensile strength.
It would, if it was that strong, it would be a rope.
Just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Means the corpse was fixed in place.
That's not
So
true.
how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true.
Was he
The corpse
sitting
was stuck
up
in
and then
place. It'd be impossible to move
fell
it.
down?
Yeah, he was sitting up.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura,
I think the upper body ones didn't like puncture all the way through or something.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away.
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong.
We've made this whole alternate path for an incorrect
People
thought.
will never reach the truth.
Master, let's take
Unless
this
you can
back.
jump onto certain platforms.
Unless you know how to leap. You're going to have to make a leap of logic.
Oh no, it's just a reasoning death match.
You're going to have to out-reason me.
Okay, so right now it seems they're mostly doing with the bloodstains on the corpse. I think that's
Okay.
it.
Your deduction is wrong.
Maybe not.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Fixed in place, that could be it.
A millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Oh, that's not true.
That corpse was born there. His hair reminds me of a terastallized Pokemon. I can see it.
Oh, yeah, because they got those big crystal crowns on their heads.
The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the
That's
corpse
right.
was motionless
I
on
did
its
forget
back,
about that fact. Yeah, that extra
unusual
adds to the he was
bloodstains.
sitting up.
In other words, it's safe to assume the
Yeah, I
body's
definitely remember this
position
one
was
best 'cause I
different
solved
when
it,
was
so.
discovered.
This one made me feel smart, so I
Yep.
remembered the details.
I mean, that's basically it, yeah. I felt clever with this one. I'm going to store that one away as a precious memory.
Yeah, see, if I was making this mystery with this same set of clues, I'd be like, of course, the room can rearrange. There must be some mechanism that changes the whole layout of the room.
Now there's 3 sets.
We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this
I
didn't
can't
work?
change the truth.
Am I just wrong?
And I'm
about
not
it
changing
all?
the truth, I'm just looking at it from a
No.
different angle.
No, I'm changing
The
it
answer
to
you've reached
match what I want to
is
say.
the truth.
Laura,
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of it.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting further away.
All right, let's chase. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can fly.
Yeah.
How about you go?
Yeah, she's just flying and using the chain to drag me along. That's fine. Ooh.
Chase sequence.
What position was the corpse in before it was moved? It was sitting up.
Sitting up.
That's fun.
That's right. The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What was used to sit the body upright? String.
String.
Thin string. Hiya!
The string I mentioned
I guess
before
this
was
goes
thin,
to show
but
how I
sturdy.
would be like a terrible criminal and murderer if this was something I wanted to do. Because I don't think I've ever considered the idea of like not just trying to leave minimal evidence, but fabricating a situation where it's like it would be impossible for you to be the killer. Like,
Yeah.
because that does feel like a level above in setting
Yeah,
up
this is a
crime
pretty
scene.
clever criminal there. It'd be hard to figure out.
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Like, I always have to wonder, like, especially with, like, a jury system, like, that's just, like, beyond reasonable doubt. So it's just, like, it's very unreasonable to think that a person would go through all
No,
that.
they set up this whole pulley of strings in order to manipulate the body to put a key under so that we don't think they could get outside the door.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor.
Yes!
Just like how it was discovered.
Jinkies.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Finally.
Take this video game and send it back like, 50 years, hand it to
When
the
did
people who
that
came up
happen?
with Scooby-Doo and be like, it's basically that, but instead of a dog, you've got a sexy ghost girl.
Ooh.
Maybe you're supposed to
People like dogs
recreate
better,
the
I
locker
guess.
room
I don't
the
know.
same way the culprit
This'll
did.
never sell.
Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Recreate the locked room.
You gotta think like the culprit.
Okay,
Master.
think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps to complete the room.
What place is
Inspect items
suspicious?
following the sequence of events. Following the sequence of events. Okay, yeah. Some of the items weren't used in the crime, so be careful.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Okay. I can do this. So
Sure.
they went to the corpse.
Maybe you got the order wrong.
What?
First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a...
Okay, first I need to tie the fishing
Well,
line
okay.
down to the vent,
Perhaps the...
right?
First,
Yes.
a knot
Yeah.
was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
One of the dolls nailed to the wall, perhaps.
Yes. So then they strung it through the eyes of the doll.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye.
I was just thinking in
The
reverse
fishing line
order. That's why I
passed
got it
through
wrong
the
at
eye
first.
Somewhere else.
Man, and I hadn't even pieced together the idea of it going through the eye holes. That also good deduction there,
Wait.
detective.
1 of 5? 2 of 5? Did they
Does that have
string
to
it
go all the way to the
around
light?
like a lamp too? Because I thought it just went straight to the corpse.
Right.
No, 'cause
Yeah.
it wouldn't be able to. I don't know if it would be pulled up from. Oh, it'll need to go to the lamp after this to pull it up, I think.
Okay. Under the head, under the neck. I believe it was under the neck.
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now,
Yep.
it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull a line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Next, the fishing line went back. I thought it went back to through the vent. Did it go through the desk light or something?
It might need an extra.
I'm just
thing
going
for
with
the
this.
desk, but yeah, go for it.
Now, to return the
Yeah.
line to the vent.
Nice.
This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
So next, let's go through the door.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key.
Okay, so I was right. I need to learn to not doubt myself on this stuff. Okay, the key was thrown through the vent gap.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
The key was swallowed whole.
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the
Ah.
corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key.
Okay, so they even they didn't talk about it, but they were like, okay, they didn't throw the key exactly under the corpse. They could just use a line to retrieve it. That's cool.
Okay.
That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Cha-ching!
Awesome.
Upon
precious
further
memories.
inspection, we've realized this key is unrelated to the case, and there was no string. Try again.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower
Turns
body
out it
were
was some
different.
localized
The
gravity
nails on the
phenomena
upper
that
half
made the
penetrated
blood
all
flow in
the
a
way
strange
through the
way. We
body,
still haven't
but
figured
the
that
nails
out.
on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the
Yay!
mystery behind it.
Okay, that was the one I knew for sure. So, the rest of them,
The rest of these we're gonna have to piece together.
not
as we
100%
go.
sure. I have some ideas.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it?
Yeah, so I open it, right?
Jeez. Of course.
Ow.
She did throw up all those keys.
You know what? Yeah, that's right.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Fine.
All right. Yeah, we did it. We burned another tree.
We're burning down trees. Deforestation, the only way to solve a mystery.
All right. What's up next? What are we doing next? Third locked room
You
or
know
the
what,
first
the-
locked room?
The third one was wiggling real good. Let's go ahead and go to the
I
third
think
one.
the third one's a museum, I believe. So I do want to figure that one out.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage
Yeah.
in the district. Pictures and
Do
paint
it.
were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed.
Like I said earlier, I
If
feel
you
like I was
think
kind
you're
of
up for
mentally
it, then
mixing
let's solve this thing.
Yeah.
2 and 3 together, so.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes, please, creepy doll.
Are you going to this room? No, you're not. I am a scary, evil doll.
So one thing I've been thinking about, they're letting us solve these in any order we want. It makes me think we're not going to find the culprit just from these individual
putting these
rooms
together.
alone.
Yeah.
This
There's gonna
was
have
the
to be one
corpse that
last
was
step.
discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room.
Yep.
Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Let's figure it
They were
out.
never in there.
Okay. So how they escaped? I think it's the front door again.
They walked out.
Like, wait, where's, okay. Let's try it.
Brain blast.
I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe I made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside.
This was all just one big accident. They were the culprit was never in this room.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I
What is
learned
that?
that thanks to you, Halara.
Can you have an
One of the keys
unduplicatable
is always
key?
carried
I
by
mean,
that
I guess
woman
like you could have a non-standard
It's used
key
when the
size
body
where a
was
typical
discovered.
key cutter couldn't like recreate
It's
it.
made from a
The
unique
only other key
material,
was
only
nailed to
found
a
in an exact
doll
amount to
onto
make
a
this one
painting.
key.
So, it is a locked room mystery, right? Right?
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see.
Oh, well then get me up to
Then the
speed. What did I
answer has
figure out
already
from
been
this?
confirmed.
I told you,
Very
right?
well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and
Okay,
check
do you
outside the
think
window?
by the end of this game
even you
will
will
Yuma
see.
figure out a mystery that Halara's like, I can't piece this together? Will we have
Probably,
our
right?
we've become the master
We'd be
moment?
the ultimate detectives.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
All right, let's go outside then. Shinigami, you got anything to say?
Anything to add here?
Well,
Okay. Wait, is he?
Oh,
Yeah, he's
phooey.
just staring at her.
Yeah,
her
no,
chest.
he's
He's
got
not. He's
the
not looking up.
The perfect viewing angle, young man.
Ah,
Oh,
we were on the TV the
something's
whole
wrong
time.
with your TV. Only look at Shinigami if you watch her on the scramble
Why do it
channels.
again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside
Much
that
like
window.
Santa's list.
Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window.
Maybe the culprit
That
threw
was
the key
we
up
found inside.
and
Just
and
vomited
used it
the
in
key.
a
How
labyrinth.
about that theory?
It's the key.
Don't let the key break the floor. Oh,
Is this the storage key?
Which means
What? Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
this one's a freebie. I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that
It's
really
too
the
simple.
right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
I think the culprit put the key in his nose.
Do I press it?
No, don't. This feels like a test.
Pudding's crumbling away. You're gonna fall.
I would have, because I don't think they just threw it. They couldn't have.
That's the right answer?
Got him.
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why.
See,
the
this
key was
is
found
the
inside,
game's
right?
gonna want to trick us. We gotta
We're
rely
too
on
smart
ourselves.
for you.
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you
That I haven't
can't
fully
nail the
figured
key
out.
After throwing it.
Oh, now it's wiggling again.
Oh, turns out they did throw it. You were there's just a delayed fall.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
They used a nail gun. They shot the key with the nail
Of
through it.
course.
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did.
Okay,
Try it out.
let's
You'll
try it
also
out.
Create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Okay. Recreate the locked room. Let's figure out how to do this.
Recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Get rid of it. I hate it.
The doll. Yeah, I know the doll. Am I holding the doll?
I've met the doll.
There are a few things you have to do, but first, you need to set the conditions to create the locked room. Wasn't the doll you just obtained used somewhere?
Yeah, I thought the doll was used somewhere. Where was the doll used? I haven't figured any of this out. Okay.
I don't remember where the nail was initially, or the doll
Painting?
was.
Can I ask you real quick?
Use everything you know and recreate the locked room. You should. All that's left is to
Yeah,
follow
I
the steps.
should have the answer, but you know,
should.
hypothetically, if I didn't, where would you suggest I start?
Okay. No,
Is
it's
the doll
okay.
nailed to the wall on the right?
Well, first I have to lock the door, right?
Okay.
There are a few things.
No,
you have to do.
okay.
Wasn't the doll you just?
Ouch. Okay, no, it's cool. It's cool. Can I check my bullets, or can I check my truth keys? I cannot. Steel ladder. Okay, the doll was nailed to the painting, right? I think so. Let's try that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. First, take the painting.
Okay, prop the painting up against the window, up against the wall next to the window. Nail the key to the painting. Nail the doll to the painting. So I think we prop it up first.
Wait, it's too early
Oh,
for that step.
apparently not.
Nail the painting at the end.
Okay.
They want to have a nice level floor to nail
I'm really smart at figuring this out on the fly. Okay, so we nailed the doll to the painting.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Yes, which was right there.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Oh.
Just that way they could nail...
Okay, I see. So yeah, so then they'll be able to nail the key to the doll and then push the window back in.
Oh, well, next they go outside. Sorry. No,
Yes.
I knew that. Shut up, Shinigami.
But how did the paint gun get thrown?
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Okay. A wall. No, they go to the window here.
I feel like I've seen stuff like actual mobsters react to Sopranos, actual hitmen watch Hitman gameplay. I want to see like an actual detective play this and be like, no, this is fucking. I'm a CSI agent. I know this would not make sense. None of this would fit.
I actually would like to see that. I've seen like an actual lawyer response to the Phoenix Wright, which is a very similar type of game, but that's more about the courtroom rules and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want to see a crime scene investigator play this and just be like this logic doesn't hold up. None of this, there'd be so much physical evidence of them setting all of these things up that it would be obvious.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then
nailed it to the painting with the doll.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting.
It's like Tyrese points out in the chat, like it seems like they've just ruled out that doors can be locked picked. so it's just like yeah, like would that be an option
these are all
somewhere?
special, very special keys and locks.
Finally.
Not the painting down towards the room. That makes sense. Bolt the nail stuck in the doll. Nope. Yeah.
I pushed the painting into the room.
Okay, that makes sense then.
It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did
That's a
it.
lot simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah, honestly, now that I see it all
after
in
solving
action,
the
I'm like,
mansion
how did
one,
I
I
not
was
realize
like,
that?
oh, of course, they just used a bunch of strings to slide.
Yeah, the fact that we were able to piece together the elaborate string pulley before we can figure out they maybe nailed the doll and then they pushed it up against the window and then they pushed it back down.
That's my, you know what, Occam's razor. I should have just thought they put painting up to the window and nailed it in from there.
Yeah, because I think at this point I was thinking it was going to be another string pulley thing.
That's what I thought too, because they kept talking about the paint bucket, but that was only there to prove that the door wasn't opened again
there or whatever
or something. Actually, you know what? I don't think that was actually fully addressed.
It took
Maybe
some
that's
time,
going to be what
but
helps
you've
us
reached
solve
the
like
truth behind this locked room.
the mega mystery would be like we have like a piece of each one still kind of unaccounted for.
Does a
And that'll
paint
be how we
bucket
go, like-
mean like someone tripped over it and maybe they hurt their arm when they tripped over it?
Ooh, they fell down and hurt their arm perhaps, or their hands got covered in yellow paint and now they have to wear a sling on it to act like they didn't do that.
Ooh.
There's plenty of
Throwing the
options.
key through the window would be obvious.
Why are we so? I mean, we're so eager to get to nail down this nurse. None. I'm getting my terminology right. 30% of my brain is definitely
This leads
focused
us
on
into thinking
other
No, you're
things.
here. You're all here.
The key was nailed to a painting, which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Yeah.
Okay, relax, Alara.
Only amateurs would get fooled by. Wait, you mean me?
All right, that was easy. That was easy. And I think
Simple.
I think the underground club was very similar thing.
Yeah. I feel like I remember the underground club. Like I don't remember exactly what it was, but I feel like when looking at it,
They
I was
just
like, I
nailed
can
some
see
nails
how
into
this-
the wall and climbed up and out of the
Yeah,
vent.
yeah.
As far as I can tell, maybe there's more.
That's
to
right.
it.
Yeah, that's the one that had the bent nails under the exit. So
Yep.
it's like obvious that they stood on them.
How would you decide that?
Like this.
All right.
Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Oh no!
Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
I want cool treasure.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel.
That murder was for nothing.
Yeah, this was just a murder done for sport, and it has no connection to previous cases. Nails just happened to be involved, so we assumed it was a nail man. Oh, I didn't notice the dolls.
solve
Yeah,
it.
like
they're
we were
floating
setting
around
them
now. We
free.
set them free.
Right.
You didn't stop her. You
All
set
right.
her free.
We've got the final locked room.
It's time to do the speakeasy.
Is it time for that?
I mean, I don't know. It could be.
Well, Ewan did say he was pretty tired, so maybe we should let him rest for a sec.
All right, Ewan, let's take a break and figure out that speakeasy.
All right, let's all take a 5-minute nap and hope the labyrinth doesn't steal our souls.
Oh, I'm so relaxed here in this haunted forest. Now that we've got all the time we could ever need here in the labyrinth, we
so
can just
warm with
sleep
all
it
these
all-
burning trees.
Sleep it all away.
Good times. Zone.